right, welcome to another episode of Piecing It Together, the podcast where we take a look at a new movie and try to figure out what movies might have inspired it. But today on the show, not only are we not doing that, every once in a while we have a special episode where we don't actually do our regular format. We're not doing that, but we're also not even doing an episode of Piecing It Together today. We are reposting a conversation I had with Chauncey Telese over on the PODfidential podcast, something we do twice a year, looking forward to what's coming soon. This is our most anticipated movies of 2026. We had a great time getting into the new year, talking about what we are excited about. We set some ground rules. Things had to have set dates. They had to be in certain time frames. They had to have certain amounts of information out there about them, because obviously there's so many movies that are on the way that we've heard little rumors and sparks of information about, but no, these are the movies we know are coming and we can't wait to see them. So again, this is from the PODfidential podcast, so go give them a follow and a like and a subscribe and all that kind of stuff. And while you're at it, make sure you're subscribed to Piecing It Together, because if you're listening to this episode and you're not subscribed, you won't get all the other great episodes I've already recorded and are on the way. But without any further ado, let's get to our most anticipated movies of 2026.
Welcome back to a very special episode of LA PODfidential. My name is Chauncey Telese, and I read about the 25-26 Super Bowl champion LA Rams for LAFBNetwork.com. Fantastic website. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is my favorite thing I do all year, my biannual tradition, where I have David Rose on the Piecing It Together podcast, and we preview the 2026 movie calendar.
We're here, Chauncey. We're here. We're going to do this. We are going to talk about some great looking movies that are coming up.
I know, another banger year. This 2025 was pretty solid.
It was pretty solid. I will say, I only really had, I've got my top 10 episode coming out. There's no secret that One Battle After Another is my number one. And after that, it's also kind of no secret that Marty Supreme is my number two.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. After that, it's this big drop off to my number 3 on down. And I still loved my 3 through 10. I even loved my 11 through 20. I loved plenty of movies, but as far as movies that hit that, oh my God, this is amazing. It's really those top 2 are really the biggies for me this past year. So I'm hoping it's harder to come up with my list next year. Let's just say that.
Okay. I mean, I'm still working through the back 9 of everything that came out in the last couple months. Yeah. It's been real tough. I've seen Avatar because I got to take my daughter to it for her 10th birthday, but also I'm down other things like Marty Supreme. I have not seen. I have not seen Hamnet, but I did see Begonia since it's on Peacock now. Yeah. I'm trying, slowly but surely. I still haven't seen the third Knives Out because my daughter's being stubborn and won't sit down and watch it.
Well, and as is the case a lot lately, a lot of these movies, they all get loaded up at the end of the year, and then they're impossible to watch because either they don't open by you or they come out for a little while and then they don't actually have a streaming date for a while. They're making it harder and harder to see these things.
I know. Well, the Smashing Machine's coming on HBO this month, so I'm well, all right. I mean, I know I've heard very mixed, but I'm I'll get one Safdie in for when I can. Yeah. I know the other one's supposed to be way better, but I may have to wait for that one on HBO in February, March, whenever they feel like it.
For sure.
But for the record, Sinners was my number 1, and then One Battle was my 2.
Right on.
Because I'm boring.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
And Superman made it to 3.
Oh, okay. All right.
I know. I was just you know what, man? That thing's rewatchable as hell, and it gets me every time. I was surprised. I was looking for it was on my list last year, but I was pleasantly surprised.
Every superhero movie for me, I'm I liked it. It was okay. It was fine. They're basically all at the same level at this point. Where I don't hate any of them. I don't love any of them. They're all just kind of right in the middle.
It's fine. I don't know. Superman was one of those. I'm I don't know how James Gunn's gonna do it. And then oh damn you got me. And I'm not even a huge Superman person, but all this worked.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's 2025. We're in 2026 now, David. And a year we've got a lot going on. Like, people were complaining. It's like, oh, it's 2007 again with all the sequels and threequels and etc. Like, yeah, but also 2007 was a good year. So what are you complaining about? Because sure, you had like the summer of threequels and sequels, but y'all said There Will Be Blood and No Country for Old Men and etc. Like, it was a damn good year. Sorry, like, you know, it wasn't all original stuff. This year, though, we got some good original stuff.
Yeah, and I think that we will get a lot of interesting looking original stuff this year. I know I've got some on my list, and I'm sure you do too. And then I think that there's going to be quite a few things to get excited about.
And big directors doing big shit. We like that.
Yes, we definitely like that.
That's the thing we complain we never get. That's why, like, the Avatar stuff just keeps driving me crazy. I'm like, hey man, this is what you wanted. Big directors doing big original stuff, and this one happened to work twice, so that's why you got a third one.
Exactly.
We don't have new franchises anymore. Well, he gave you one. Not like this.
Yeah, not that one. I want a different new franchise.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But I'll let you start since you're the guest.
All right, so I have to cheat a little bit here. I will get to my number 5 here in a second, but first I threw a couple of things off the table, and I'm going to mention that. And I also will have honorable mentions at the end, but I've got a few things that I pulled off the table altogether. Mm-hmm. So I decided not to include anything from January. I don't know if that's going to step on any of your toes here of anything you picked, but No? Okay, good. Because I pulled off the table. First of all, I've got a live show coming up this week at the time of recording on Primate. And I am so excited for Primate. Like, this was when I was emailing the theaters that I work with, and I was like, the only thing I want is for 2026 to kick off with this movie because it looks so completely insane, and I am so looking forward to it. So Primate, I took off the table, even though I'm super excited for it. Also off the table, Send Help, Sam Raimi's return to horror, which definitely could have been on my list, but like, I wasn't sure when we'd be recording this, and by the time we got to it, it might even be out already. Same goes for Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, the new Gore Verbinski film, which looks so much fun. And The Rip, the Joe Carnahan movie with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. All three of those look like amazing January movies. So took them off the table because I didn't know if they'd be out like at the time this is going up or whatever. So that was my deciding factor on that. Any thoughts on those 4 real quick before I get to my actual number 5?
So all 4 of those are in my honorable mentions, but can I tell a quick Primate story?
Sure.
Because it cost me the first 10-15 minutes of Avatar. I told this story on my Friday show, but like, this is the condensed version. So I took my daughter and her friend to the IMAX 3D screening of Avatar: Fire and Ash because I am a good person. I wanted my daughter and her friend to have the full Pandora experience because they've only seen it on Disney Plus, right? Mm-hmm. So we go there and things are going all right. Her friend, we were sitting there and they had a preview. You know that movie Metro that's coming out with Chris Pratt? Yeah. Kmart Minority Report, that one.
Yeah, sure. Not on my list of January movies I'm excited about, by the way.
Me neither, but because it's IMAX, like they use IMAX cameras, like they showed it, but it was like wedged in between commercials before they actually showed the trailers. Yeah. Anyway, they show the part where the huge grid of people and they all die instantly. It freaked him out. I'm like, oh shit. No. I'm like, no. I'm like, hold together. And like the commercial is like commercial. Then the first trailer comes up and I see the logo and I'm like, oh no. And because I knew immediately, like, this is going to be Primate, isn't it? And it was Primate. Mm-hmm. Done. He was done. He's like, I need to go. I'm sorry, I can't. Like, he got super scared, and so I had to wait in the hallway with his mom. And of course, right after he did that, was the Trojan horse sequence from the Odyssey. So, so I'm like, I'm letting him collect himself in the hallway. I'm like, we'll call your mom in a minute. I'm like, we'll just keep an eye on my daughter. Meanwhile, I'm actually just watching the Trojan horse sequence as best I can.
Yeah,
what I saw looked cool. So I'm hanging out with him in the lobby, waiting for his mom to come, calming him down. He got overstimulated, and the monkey freaked him out. Then, I went back in to check on her and also get his slushie because he wanted a slushie. So I saw Avengers Doomsday and I'm like, okay, are you good? We went back down and then waited another 15 minutes. And by the time I went back, like they were the wind people had picked up Sully and friends. I'm like, what did I miss?
Well, all I can say is I hope Primate has that kind of effect on all of us this coming Thursday night at Maya Cinemas in Las Vegas. How's that for a plug?
That's a great plug. But yeah, I want to see this now. I want to see what, because I forgot it was a movie I forgot was coming out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, oh shit, this looks cool, but also like, damn you, Primate, why'd you have to be on this movie?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Why couldn't you wait until after they showed the Trojan horse sequence from the Odyssey?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's also why I got the tickets for IMAX. I knew that I was getting that.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm sure. And I'm sure we'll be talking about that movie at some point during this conversation, I imagine.
You think so?
Maybe. Just maybe.
Okay.
So number 5 for me is Digger, the return of Tom Cruise to something original, as you were just talking about. This is, of course, Inarritu's new film, which I'm mixed on him. Like, I love Birdman. I love a couple of his other movies, but the last one was so bad. Bardo is like one of the worst movies I've seen in a long time. And like, so he's really hit or miss, but it's an exciting choice though for Tom Cruise to kind of finally get back into something, original and unique and different, and not just like a, standard. I love Mission Impossible, of course, but not just a standard run of the mill action movie. And it's coming out October 2nd, my birthday weekend. I am psyched.
Yeah, this is one of those. I'm like, on paper, I want to be hyped for this because this would make my list because I have an Inarritu allergy largely.
Yeah, fair, totally fair.
Like, I'm like, man, you just seem like a tough hang. Even like when you say it's a comedy, I'm like, come on, okay, buddy. Like, you're not fun. You're not Guillermo del Toro, nor are you even Cuarón. You're not the fun one.
Yeah,
of the three, you're the Debbie Downer.
Yeah. Very much so.
I'm like, all right. I was like, all right, Cruise. Like, we saw the split, like the 30-second teaser. Like, I'm like, this is interesting. But I'm like, how funny is this going to be, really? But I'm excited for Cruise to do something original because I thought he's been graded on a curve for the last 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't talk about it, but like, we really grade him on a curve.
Well, yeah, and I mean it's because he's just. What outside of Mission Impossible since like Edge of Tomorrow has really hit? Like, I
mean, Maverick.
Well, yeah, of course. I always just kind of lump that in with the Mission Impossible.
I know. As you should. And
yeah,
the religion that came from Maverick drives me insane to this day.
Well, I mean, it's amazing. So.
It's a good movie, but like, guys, this is the thing you bitch about all the time. And yet, oh no, because it's Tom Cruise, but it has all the same problems we have with Lego sequels, but we ignore it because it's fucking Cruise. Like it's a pet peeve of mine.
He saved the theatrical experience, didn't you know that?
Oh sure, yeah. all by himself.
100%.
I will give him American Made. Like, it's an okay movie, but like, to his credit, like, all right, fine. Like, you snuck that one in there in between Mission Impossibles, and people did go see it. Because it was I think it was 2018.
You're like, right around there, yeah.
Like, a little bit before COVID, like September movie. Like, okay, like solid. Like, you could be doing more of this instead of Ethan Hunt forever.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's an interesting one. Like, since it's coming out in October, I'm like, that's definitely playing Venice. Like, that just screams Venice premiere.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And it'll be interesting to see because, yeah, I mean, he's such a polarizing filmmaker. So it'll definitely be interesting to see what the reactions are like.
I'm sure very chill.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Very chill.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. My 4 and 5 were difficult because there's a lot of like good stuff I want to put on there, but I'm like, well, but what about this? And this is one we don't even have a preview for yet, but I was like, oh, they're doing another one of these. I'm here. It's Evil Dead Burn.
All right.
You saw Evil Dead Rise, I assume, right?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm like, this is fun as hell. Like, you can just do one of these every 2 years, and we're okay because it's all you need is like some excuse for the book. You don't need a whole lot of lore, just someone in makeup and being demonic. And like, I haven't seen a lick of this, but I'm like, I'm intrigued. This is kind of my jam. Like, I wanted to put Ready or Not 2 there, but I'm like, I kind of know what this is. It looks fun as hell, but another Evil Dead, sign me up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will definitely have a little more to say about this one later on in the conversation.
Oh, wow. Okay. Because I'm not wrong, right? We haven't had a trailer for it or anything, or even like a first. Okay.
Yeah, nothing so far. Nothing except the director, really.
Yeah, and even then, I'm like, I'm not familiar with your work, but I'm like, if you were chosen to do like a fun Evil Dead movie, cool. Because Rise is great.
Oh yeah.
All right, what's your number 4?
All right, number 4 is a movie that has every possibility of not being very good, but I can't be anything but excited for. It's Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass. This is the new movie from David Wayne of Wet Hot American Summer and The State and The 10 and Role Models and Wanderlust. And he hasn't gotten to do a movie since A Stupid and Futile Gesture. The
whatchamacallit, the National Lampoon.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. Which went straight to Netflix, and it wasn't very good. But I mean, everything else he's ever done, is some of my all-time favorite comedies. He's like a hero of mine, mm-hmm. And it's like, whether or not this is going to be good, I really have no idea. It premieres at Sundance here in just a couple of weeks. It's going to be playing like right after a 25th anniversary of Wet Hot American Summer.
Say that sentence again.
Yeah, right. That's insane. But it stars Zoe Deutsch, Ken Marino, John Hamm, John Slattery. We got a reunion of Mad Men in there. And a whole bunch of comedy people and a lot of people that are usually associated with David Wayne's projects. So all of the, there's not really a trailer out yet or anything like that, but all of the little promotional stills and things like that have been posted, all make it very much just look like streaming comedy number 3 of the year. I mean, it doesn't look like anything, but it's David Wayne. It's David Wayne, so I can't wait.
I know, and it's one of those you also just do you have your fastball back? Because the National Lampoon movie just seemed like it was too much. Yeah, it was classic early Netflix movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Where it's you were not given any notes. It was just what famous person can we cram in here?
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm a David Wayne person too. I like him a lot, and I also just like him. Hearing him regularly on Bob's Burgers as Courtney, he rules.
Yeah, he's had a lot of success in various television projects, even if movies have been kind of taken away from him over the last 10 years. So.
Well, it's not his fault. I mean, it's the studio. It's when Netflix stole the theatrical comedy over the last 10 years, or the last 10, 15 years. Exactly. That's where things kind of went downhill, and that's a bummer, but that's what happens.
Exactly.
They cornered the market, and they really did. They took away all the pipelines, your Comedy Central stand-up specials, your SNLs, really, all that stuff. They siphoned it away.
Exactly. Them and a little bit of Marvel as well. But yeah,
a little bit. But I always my thing is Marvel takes too much of the blame. They just happen to be there. I blame Netflix more because they took away the mid-budget stuff that if it existed in the same ecosystem, you wouldn't be as mad at Marvel. It wouldn't be your Vietnam.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just happen to be the thing that succeeded, and meanwhile, Netflix again took away all of it. Because before, Comedy Central, people would have their special, they'd get a show on a show or whatever, they'd plug their special, and then they'd develop as voices, right?
Yeah.
But now they don't do that. Now they're just in a curated little bubble, and then the algorithm feeds you more like that.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
Anymore either. They don't like doing movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
In another world, Shane Gillis and Nate Bargatze, God help you, are comedy stars, but they don't want to do movies. They just want to tour because that's where the money is.
Exactly. Yeah. There's no money in it. So it definitely makes things more difficult.
And even the 2010s people, your Bill Haders, your Mindy Kalings and all them, they don't want to do movies. They don't seem to want to do movies either, or even really do comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those voices you could have had. Sudeikis doesn't really want to do comedy. Ted Lasso's funny, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't want his Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
So that's been the other hard part.
Totally.
But anyway, that's why David Wayne's doing this. But hopefully, if he's back on the Sundance circuit, we're on for a treat.
Exactly.
All right, my number 4. Again, this is all difficult because a lot of fun stuff. But where do I land? My top 3 is pretty solid. But it's the 4 and 5. I'm God, but which one's the ones that rise? and I'm gonna do this, and don't yell at me. But my number 4 is Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Okay, all right.
More so because Doomsday, I'm like, that's the one I'm sighing on. I'm side-eyeing. Like, I'm really hoping like that's like at least entertaining. At least Spider-Man, like they're gonna get that right. And Ruffalo's in it as the Hulk. Bernthal's coming in as the Punisher. Like, I'm excited for them to be in the mix and whatever they end up doing, and I'm just curious what it looks like after they've done No Way Home.
Here's my prediction for this movie. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
David Rosen of the Piecing It Together podcast gives it 3.5 stars and forgets every single thing that happens in it within a week after leaving the theater.
You know what? That's totally fair. No, it's totally fair. I'm a sucker for Spider-Man.
Yeah,
and,
I'm sure it'll be fun.
We don't go back into the Spider-Verse until next year, maybe. Who knows? Allegedly. And then you have the Spider Noir show on Amazon. But I'm like, other than that, like, this is Tom Holland again. Good summer, good 2-week stretch for him and Zendaya. Because they're both in the Odyssey 2 weeks prior, and then she also has Dune coming out in December. Which, spoiler alert, Dune did not make my list. We'll talk about it in honorable mentions, but I'm like, Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Let's see it. I want to see what they're doing with what they keep doing with this.
Right on.
I like all 3 a lot.
Yeah, I'm hopeful that it will be a good time.
Don't worry, you're like my top 3.
All right.
What's your 3?
All right. Well, number 3 is Evil Dead Burn.
Yeah.
So I will say though, I was mixed on Rise. Like, there are things about it, especially the mommy, Deadite. Like, it was incredible. She is so good. But overall, I just didn't think the movie kind of existed enough for like a reason. I'm hopeful for this. I did see Infested, this director's last movie. I did an episode on it, and it's great. It's really good. I don't know how to Sebastian Vanacek, something like that, but it's like super, super like fast paced and hard and gnarly, and like I think he's definitely an inspired choice for an Evil Dead movie. It could very well work really well. And remember, they're making another one too. The Last Stop in Yuma County guy, Francis Gallupi. He's also making a parallel another Evil Dead movie, which I'm assuming will come out the next year. But this is the kind of thing where, as I was making my list, I was like, am I top 5 excited for this movie? I don't know, but at the same time, Evil Dead 1, 2, and 3 are 3 of my like top 10 favorite movies of all time. So like, how am I not going to put an Evil Dead movie on my list? Is
Infested like Dead Alive, like that kind of movie?
Dead Alive is also like one of my all time favorite movies. Yeah,
but is Infested like it's like in that box?
Oh yeah. It's just like a really. I wouldn't really put it in that box because it's not as funny. And that's one thing that I'm curious about, whether or not this guy's got like comedic chops. Although really with everything they've done with Evil Dead since Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell are not like at the center of it, it hasn't really been very funny anymore. They're like kind of focusing in on the gnarliness of the original more than anything. And so, I don't know if they're really going for that, but Infested is a spider movie, and like, when the spiders come at people, they're like super fast paced and like.
That one. Okay. No, I remember. Okay.
Yeah, it's super violent. So.
Hell yeah, I'm a sucker for a good spider movie because I have arachnophobia.
Yeah. Nice. You should watch it. It's good.
Okay, that's on my list. That's back on the list. It's one of those that slipped through the cracks. Like, what year did it come out?
I want to say 2021.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we're in the fog of war, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes total sense. All right, and I feel like that's one of those like people just kind of forget to evangelize every once in a while.
Yeah.
So it slips through
for sure.
All right. So speaking of evangelizing, my number 3 is a movie that people have been evangelizing to get released for a long time now, and it's Coyote versus Acme. The script had leaked online, and I did read it because I'm like, well, I'm never going to see this fucking thing. They're never going to release it, because I didn't know about Ketchup Entertainment. God bless you, ketchup. Until you're bought by VCs or exposed to be getting dark money, I'm supporting you.
Yes.
That's what happened to Mubi, right? Like, people turned on Mubi real quick when they found out where the money was coming from.
Probably. That seems like something that would happen.
It did happen. Like, Post-Substance was like, hey, wait a minute. I'm like, damn it. But anyway, Coyote vs. Acme, it's Will Forte. It's about Wile E. Coyote suing Acme. And I'm super excited for this. I'm like, I've been waiting for a movie like this for a long time. I love the Looney Tunes. The Looney Tunes, The Day the Earth Blew Up was one of my favorites last year. I had so much fun. It's so much fun with that. Like, they modernized it just right. It worked for me. And this, I'm like, we're doing live action with Looney Tunes, and it looks better than Back in Action was. So no offense, Joe Dante. And I'm so happy for this. If it's the same as if the script I read online was real, this is going to be a doozy. And I'm just happy this exists finally.
This is actually my number 2. So I'll just piggyback right on top of you and say, I loved The Day the Earth Blew Up so much. It was one of my favorites of the year as well. And it's so crazy that was the first ever like theatrically released full length animated Looney Tunes movie, and it's only right that we get to see this movie because it looks so funny, and it seems like everyone involved with it like really truly believed in this thing, and like and I love Wile E. Coyote. He's like my favorite of the Looney Tunes. Yeah, so to get a movie of him is just really, really exciting. And I mean, everything you said about it, though, I echo that exactly. I think it's going to be hilarious and so much fun.
I know. August can't get here soon enough. Like, I'm like, that's one of those, I still can't believe it. I know there's going to be a trailer eventually, but I don't need one.
Yeah. Exactly.
I just need the same still that we've seen for years of Will Forte in the courtroom with Wile E. Coyote next to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Set.
All right. What's your number 3? Or no, you already.
That's my number 2. So we're on you now. Number 2.
Well, here we go. We have a major heavy hitter releasing a heavy hitter movie in June. It's Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day.
Mm-hmm.
The man is 3-0 with extraterrestrials. I don't count King of the Crystal Skull because I don't consider it an alien movie because it's not an alien movie until it is. But I mean, Close Encounters, E.T., War of the Worlds. Not bad.
Not a bad lineup. Yeah.
Oops. And this time we're doing another globe sprawling UFO movie. And it looks cool. Coleman Domingo, Emily Blunt, and a really deep bench of actors. I'm super excited for this. I want to see what he does with a huge budget again. I mean, I love West Side Story. I love The Fabelmans, but I want to see if he's still got the blockbuster fastball. Because Ready Player One, very mixed.
Mm-hmm.
But this seems like he was really excited about the script. It's David Koepp. Hit or miss as these days, but he did write Jurassic Park, and he's a really good blockbuster screenwriter. And to see them back together again is very intriguing to me. I think this is going to be really special.
Yeah, I think so too. By the way, I wrote down, I had it in my honorable mentions, and I wrote, didn't pick because I imagined Chauncey will. So, I gambled on that one. But,
we've been doing this long enough to where we know each other. I'm like, I can let some of these smaller ones go, like that I'm not sure about, because I'm sure he'll bring them up too.
Yeah, for sure. But David Koepp had a great 2025 between the two Soderbergh films, Black Bag and President.
Yes.
They're both great. Really great 2025 for him. So this looks great. I know a lot of people online are complaining about the CGI with like the animals and stuff. Which I don't know that you could really judge it based on the trailer. We'll see how it actually looks. But I think the movie itself though looks great, and a great cast, and there's no reason to think that this isn't going to be in line with some of those classic sci-fis that you mentioned.
Exactly, and like just based on the camera work that he exhibited with West Side and with Fabelmans, he's still got that fastball. So I want to see what he does now, because like West Side, when you see like just that opening shot, he looked like reinvigorated. Because not that he was on a bad run or anything, but like it just seemed like he was like, all right, like I can, nothing's challenging me anymore. But with West Side Story, it's like, oh, my camera's like alive again. Yeah, and Fabelmans too. So I'm like, I want to see, okay, what's that fire gonna look like with for popcorn?
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. Well, I think number 1 is no mystery. Want to do it together?
Wait 1 second. Wait. 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 It's not my number one. I think I know what your number one is, and I think it's going to be great, the movie that I think you're going to say, but I did not pick it as my number one. I put it in honorable mentions.
Whoa!
Yeah. You know I pick it? Basically, and also because, like, I don't want to spoil your number one, but I never get that excited for a insert this director's name movie, and then I end up liking them almost every time. I loved his last movie, but I'm never like that overly excited about it. So I did not make it my number one.
It's the Odyssey. Spoiler alert. It's the Odyssey. Sure. I'm like, hey man, like for that first like micro teaser we got like during Jurassic World. Like I'm like, okay, like I really appreciate he's going for it. His teasers are always incredible. And then I got the Trojan horse sequence with Avatar and IMAX. I'm like, okay, man, he's cooking because it looks awesome. Just them and the horse. I'm like, the tension is there. Yeah. You know, they each have to share a snorkel because it's in the water. You know, it's like half in the water. Yeah. And then you get stabbed with a sword. They like keep them quiet and then just linger there, and they break out and they start killing people. And the cast, it's fucking this cast, man. And they've shown you like nothing, you know, and you know they've shown all the how practical all the effects are, you know, and it's not going to be like Troy where they eliminate all the god stuff because there's a Cyclops. So I'm like, well, the sirens are going to be cool. Like I think it's Zendaya, Charlize, and someone else with the sirens. And they haven't shown, like, they've really not shown you much because no one's like, I don't have to. Like, it's just say Christopher Nolan, the Odyssey, and you'll be there. Yeah. Oppenheimer proved that point, like, with a bullet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And I'm like, cool, man. Like, I just want to see how big he goes with this. Like, how much Poseidon do we get? How much, because I was a Greek mythology nerd as a kid. So, like, I read the Odyssey.
Yeah.
So, like, I just want to see how big he goes because, you know, Oppenheimer was a huge swing and it worked like crazy. So I want to see what he does now. Like that, he has an unlimited canvas, like completely unlimited. Let's see how you fill up in the story. A type of movie we don't get anymore because, you know, they're way out of fashion. Greek is sword and sandal epics. I want to see what he does with it.
Yeah. I'm with you 100%. Like, and I think it's going to be freaking great. And I love the idea of him just making this huge movie. I mean, he deserves that kind of a victory lap, and he's made so much great stuff over the years. By the way, though, on a little bit of a tangent, did you see The Return with Ralph Fiennes? It's another Odyssey related film from 2 years ago, from 2024.
No.
Oh, it's so good. It's really good. Like definitely a different take on like the subject matter, but yeah, Ralph Fiennes is so good in that movie, but definitely worth checking out. But yeah, I'm also very, very excited for the Odyssey. It's definitely honorable mention. I took a little bit of a left turn though for my number one. I went with Flowervale Street, the new David Robert Mitchell film, which he hasn't made anything since Under the Silver Lake. And not much is known about this movie, although it's some kind of secretive science fiction film. Some say it might involve dinosaurs. There's rumors online that it could be Cloverfield related, which I don't know if there's any possibility, but some people have been asking that. I do know it has Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor in it, but otherwise nobody really knows what it's about. But Under the Silver Lake was fantastic. It follows as a, total cult classic, which I know that we'll be getting a sequel to that at some point here pretty soon. But I am just so excited at the idea of this guy getting to make something so weird and different and unique and just out there, and we just have no idea what to expect. Like, this is the kind of secretive, exciting kind of filmmaking that I'm like really excited about. And Anne Hathaway is awesome. Ewan McGregor is awesome. And I'm sure the rest of the cast is going to be awesome. This is the one that I'm just the most, I know what to expect with most of these other movies. This one, I just have no idea. And that's making me really excited about it.
I don't know. I'm not a huge It Follows person. It's one of those, like, I
me neither.
I liked him, like, alone, I guess, but like the hype around him, like, okay, whatever. And Under the Silver Lake, I'm like, this is just was not for me. Inherent Vice, I like Inherent Vice, but like the kind of like he's just high. So this might not be happening.
I love Under the Silver Lake. It's to me, I know I have friends that would hate me for saying this, but it's the better version of the thing that PTA was doing with Inherent Vice. Like, I love Under the Silver Lake so much.
That's fair. But I am curious to see what he does, because it has been a minute. Because Silver Lake was 19, right?
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, and I think like whatever, like the release of that one was all messed up. So like it kind of came and went. And then I think that once COVID happened, like the bloom came off his rose a little bit, just because like he fell through the cracks.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that happened to a couple filmmakers around that time.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool. That's you know what? I'm happy that was your number one, because that came out of nowhere. I wasn't prepared for that, because like I didn't realize that movie was coming out, or that movie was happening.
Right,
like,
sure.
I missed that one, but I'm pro Hathaway. But we have Hathaway in our number one. Both have Hathaway.
Oh yeah, how about that? Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That rocks.
Mrs. Odysseus.
Yeah,
mother of Spider-Man.
Yes, there you go. Absolutely. Yeah,
that's interesting. Neither of us had Dune.
Neither of us had Dune, and as I think we might have talked about on one of these before, I did not like the first Dune that much, but then I loved Dune 2. And so I'm kind of on board with Dune now because of Dune 2. So like I should be more excited for the third one, but it's just like, I'll see it. It's more Dune.
I mean, I know I'm pretty sure it won't be as weird as like how the book is, because the book is weird. Like that's where like everyone's like, yeah, Frank Herbert kind of that's where he had too much of the spice.
Yeah, sure.
But like I don't know what it is. I should love these. Like this is the kind of thing like I should love, but like for whatever I have like a weird remove with it. I don't understand what it is. I think it's because I can't buy a Timmy as a warlord, but ultimately what Paul Atreides becomes. Like, right. I don't buy you as a warlord, my guy. Like I barely like with Marty Supreme. Like I barely buy you as that, and I haven't seen it yet. But I'm like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like you still just don't seem like. I feel bad because I like the guy. He seems cool and he's a good actor. But like, you know how with Leo, like even when he was still like he still looked boyish, you still bought him as like a grown up.
Yeah, right.
Like I'm sure that I don't know what probably just looks small and everything. Like he just looks like a small dude, and I can't buy him as like as a badass warlord. Like I could buy Leo as that because he's gotten like a little thicker over time.
Yeah. Timothy Chalamet has like the look of someone who plays Fortnite, basically. Yeah,
that's what it is. Like I'm like, is it just because I'm getting old? I'm like, is it that? I'm like, no. Austin Butler, I more would buy as like a warlord. Like if he were Paul Atreides, like I'd buy that a little bit more, even though he's not that much bigger. But like, I still feel like Austin Butler like was a pitcher in high school or something. Like I don't buy him as like, even though he's been an actor forever, obviously, but like he doesn't scream theater kid to me the way Chalamet does.
Yeah.
And that's at least the Dune movie. Like everything else in the Dune movies is cool, but like him, it's like I don't see it, man. Like you don't like if he's invading my planet, I'm not like, oh shit, there it goes. House Atreides is coming to kill us all.
Oh yeah.
But I do give them. I do find it really funny that they're sticking with the same date as Avengers Doomsday because they want the IMAX screens.
Right. How's that going to work?
Well, it's gonna be salty Barbenheimer. Like there's gonna be like it's just gonna be real like annoying. It's gonna be the Barker's November.
Damn.
Like people are going to see both movies in the same day, and like are just not going to leave happy. Like there's not going to be that feeling where they're like, oh man, like the cinema. It's going to be like I'm going to see one because I really want to, and I just want to motherfuck the other one.
Right. Yeah.
Like I'm just going to be watching it with like my arms like this.
And
it works that way with both audiences.
For sure. That's going to be it's going to be a lot, definitely.
I know. I do wonder if they blank because it's like, no, we haven't seen a trailer, any teaser or anything for it yet. Or no, even like production stills. Because at least in Dune Part 2, you had like the Austin Butler makeup like lurking around for a long time.
Sure.
Like, you haven't quite had the Empire magazine thing for it yet. I'm like, it's December, guys. Like, usually they release things out like a year in advance or almost a year in advance.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how complete it is. And interestingly enough, Pattinson's in the Odyssey, and Pattinson's also in Dune Part 3.
Yeah. Well, I mean, anything with Pattinson, I guess I'm at least somewhat excited for. That's for sure.
Me too. He's got in my season pass list.
Yep. 100%.
Although I do have my big prediction for Dune Part 3 is that's where you're going to see like they're going to have like a big IMAX thing for the Batman.
Yeah. More superhero movies for me to give 3.5 stars.
Pattinson. Warner Brothers.
Yeah, I know. It would make sense.
Yeah, like they'll give it the Nolan thing where it's like, hey, you're gonna get like 6 minutes of this thing. Anyway, what are your honorable mentions?
So aside from Disclosure Day and The Odyssey, which I already said I had on here, I think I mentioned Mortal Kombat 2 last year when we were doing this list, but then it ended up getting delayed. But I'm still super excited for it. And a movie I never thought in a million years that I would be excited for is Street Fighter, which
looks wild.
It looks so much fun. It looks crazy. They like went really video gamey with it. So like I'm excited for that, and I don't even know which one I'm going to like more now. So I've got both Mortal Kombat 2 and Street Fighter on there. And then I'll throw one more on the list. Well, actually, I'll throw two more on the honorable mentions list. You brought up Evil Dead Rise earlier. The director, Lee Cronin, is making a Mummy movie this year.
I saw that. I'm like, but what kind of Mummy movie? What are we talking here?
I think it's supposed to be like in the vein of the Brendan Fraser Mummy movies, I believe. Like that was my interpretation of it, which I'm like, wow, really? Like a fun adventure Mummy movie. Like that was my thought on it. But I could be completely wrong. There's obviously nothing out about this except for it does have a set release date, so it's like it's happening. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for that.
I saw that title. I'm like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah. So I guess we'll see. And then the other one I'll put as one more honorable mention for you is The Bride, the Maggie Gyllenhaal directed.
Too.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. And the cast just all looks great in this. And I don't know. I really am excited for this movie.
Honestly, kudos to Maggie for having this be your blank check follow up to Lost Daughter.
Yeah, totally.
Like mad respect. Like Jake could never. And also like this feels like it could be Jessie Buckley's like Oscar victory lap movie.
Sure. Yeah.
That seems really, it's like, hey, here she is. She just won an Oscar. Now she's in this big budget weird movie. And I like the vibe of this. Like this could go real wrong real fast. But I'm happy we have this. Like I'd love to tell Rose Frankenstein. Or sorry, it's Frankenstein. Excuse me, Frankenstein. But The Bride looks really fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I have a lot of summer stuff in my honorable mentions. I'm like, it's stuff I know I'm going to be seeing because childcare permits me to have like 1 or 2 movies a month, and I'm like, this is what I'm burning them on. Sorry, people.
Yeah, right.
Toy Story 5, I'm very curious about for 2 reasons. One, I think the has an interesting premise with toys versus technology, and Andrew Stanton, who did Finding Nemo, WALL-E, and Finding Dory, among other, but one of the original Pixar guys is coming back to direct it. So I'm like, okay, he's got to have a handle on it because he wouldn't come back otherwise because he doesn't have to.
Sure.
Like I know he's like technically still in director jail, but like if he didn't want to do Toy Story 5, he could do his own original animated thing at Pixar if he wanted to. But he came back for this, and I like Greta Lee is the tablet. They are pitching it as like this is actually going to be Jesse's movie. I'm a little leery of Woody coming back because I really thought he'd get sent off in Toy Story 4, a movie I think I'm the only person that still likes.
I like that movie. I thought it was good.
My wife's so angry then. She's referred to Bonnie as the C word many times. I'm not kidding, but so I'm like, all right, well, how are they going to bring Woody back? Like that's the part I'm not excited for, even though I love Hanks, but I want to see how that goes. Conan's in it too, so I'm like, cool. Like I'm in.
Nice.
Supergirl, I'm a little curious about. I have a Craig Gillespie allergy. Like, he's not one of my favorite characters, but I'm like, if he's working with a gun in guns milieu, this could be fun because she's the drunk one, she's a partier, and I like the first Superman, so I'm like, okay, let's see if they can do the kind of repeat the magic a little bit with Supergirl.
Maybe,
but it'd be all right because Craig Gillespie is, yeah, like that could be a fun one.
Yeah, I like Gillespie, but we'll see.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's Gillespie. It seems kind of like what happened to like later period David O. Russell, where it's like I'm just going to emulate other filmmakers that make what I'm or I'm going to make things that my favorite filmmakers made, but not as good.
Yeah.
Like Dumb Money was Poor Man's Social Network, Moneyball, Big Short. It's like I saw all these. I'm going to try to make my own, and it's like, yeah, it just should be way more fun than it is. Like that's how I feel about most of his movies. Like this should be way more fun than you're letting it be, and I don't know what the problem. Possibly,
but I think I had enough fun with I, Tonya, though, and I don't know. I thought Cruella was better than I would have ever expected it to be. Although then again, Emma Stone, how could it not be? So.
Yeah, exactly, like that was a cheat code.
Yeah,
having Emma Stone, but I'm like, man, it just always seems like it's 10% less fun than it should be. Even I, Tonya, I did not like I, Tonya.
Oh, okay, so like there you go.
Jani's Oscar win still drives me. Like she's good, and I've been like, oh, fucking Laurie Metcalf's Oscar, you jerks. Lady Bird was way better. Anyway, so Supergirl, Toy Story 5. Because I'm me, I'm gonna say Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh God!
I just want, you know what I want? Because here's what I want. Because here's all I want from it. Here's my baseline.
Yay!
Give me a fun, like just a swap. I know. I said because I'm me. Just give me a fun swashbuckling adventure that doesn't have a lot of lore or setting up a lot of lore. Like, are you just gonna go, traipsing around the galaxy doing bounty hunter shit? Cool, give me that. Like, just make it fun, make things fun again. Like, just give me a good time. And Jeremy Allen White's in it. And I was like, that's interesting. I don't know what you're gonna play, but sure, man.
I hope for your sake that it is the fun movie that you're looking forward to.
Understand.
I personally think it looks like a Doritos commercial.
Fair.
So that's the best I can say for it. So.
Look, that's all fair. I'm willing to be wrong. If they just have to do like the fun shit, then fine. Like that's what they just get it back down to fun. Don't worry about lore. Don't worry about connecting it to like Rebels. Don't worry about any of that stuff, which bogged down the later seasons of Mandalorian. Even though I like the Mandalorian a lot, that's what that show eventually became, was just David Filoni being like, "Hey, how much more stuff can I put in here?" It's like, no, just make it like a swashbuckling, adventure story. Also, I have Pixar's Hopper. That looks. I'm like, cool. I want to see what they can do with the original stuff too.
Yeah, that could be really fun for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, it just looks really silly. Like I asked my daughter if she wanted to see it because it, came up during Zootopia 2, of course. It's like, yeah, it looks funny. I'm like, you know what, this does look funny. Like I want to see Pixar keep doing originals, and I want this one to really stick because I feel like they've gotten real snake bit the last few years.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do I have any other ones that? No, because a lot of them, I'm like, I kind of know what these things are going to be, so I don't need to put them on my anticipation list. Like Avengers Doomsday, I'm like, I don't know, man. Sure. Same thing as Dune Part 3, really. They're both like, sure, man, this could be really fun and epic, or like I could just really be out on these.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that's why Spider-Man took out slot. I'm like, Spider-Man doesn't feel like it has to do any like real heavy lifting for Avengers Doomsday. It can just be a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Even though I'm sure it will, but like, you know what I mean? It's not really tasked with any. It's like Thunderbolts was like not really tasked with having to do like a lot of heavy lifting for anything else.
Yeah, which definitely could be a good sign, but we'll see.
Yeah, like that's whereas Doomsday, I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Like it's like I want to like you, but you're really gonna be pushing it. Anyway, is there any other ones that really caught my eye? Not really. Because a lot of it is just fun stuff, and then there's going to be. I think when we do our show in August, like the back latter half, then it's going to be way more loaded because we'll know like if Danny Boyle's movie's actually coming out this year, like and other stuff like that. Like I don't know what the smaller movies are going to be yet.
Sure. That's definitely a good point. Yeah. You know what?
I know all the.
Oh, sorry. I'll throw one other honorable mention on here, which is another one that like the David Wayne one, could really be really, really bad. But I'm really hopeful for, especially after we just got the Naked Gun this year, which was freaking great. Scary Movie 6. Do you think Scary Movie 6 could be anything?
Look, I like the first two Scary Movies a lot. Like a lot. Mm-hmm. I really enjoy, like, I know a lot of it has not aged well, but Ray's still funny to me. I'm sorry. Sorry, Ray's still funny. Shorty, I want to see, like, okay, if they're going to make fun of, like, the Lego sequel stuff, like, I'm so in. Like, that's the hook for me. Yeah. I think that's what they're going to do. And I just want to see, do the Wayans still have it? Because I miss that. Like, because we don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to see the Wayans be stupid.
Yeah. I'm very hopeful that it'll be a good time.
I do too. Like, that's all I want. It just see if you got your finger on the pulse of horror movies again, because they kind of did. Like, the first two, like, did a really good job with slasher movies and then haunted house movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, my friends and I still laugh at those. Like, they're still good. 3, I'm like, when they brought the Zuckers in, I'm like, ah, boy. Like, it didn't gel. And then 4 and I didn't see 4 and 5 at all. That just seemed, that's where we get into, like, Seltzer territory, where it's like epic movie and all that crap.
Yeah, yeah.
But Anna Faris is back. Regina Hall's back. I'm so in. Exactly. I can watch Brenda and Cindy do stuff forever.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good one. We lost the Trey part with the Kendrick movie to forever.
That's on the back burner yet again. I guess we'll see what happens. But
I feel like that got sacrificed in the South Park renewal. Like, we won't know that, but, like, I feel like that was, like, the sacrificial lamb.
Maybe.
It just seemed like, oh, we have to rework it again. Like, do you? Actually, there's one other thing. I was like, oh yeah, that's coming out this year, but I don't remember what it is. Because I was looking through the calendar like a bunch of times just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I mean, Fokker and Law, I'm like, meh. I want a big studio comedy to work, but I don't know if we're ready to go back to this well. Although I heard there was a really good hook, but I don't know what it is yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's kind of hard because, like, a lot of the stuff right now is just the popcorny stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because we haven't had any festival breakout. Like, we haven't had a Train Dreams yet. They're like, hey, just keep an eye on this one. This isn't going to linger for a while.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. Like, we haven't really gotten there yet. And I feel like we're going to have a deluge of that, like, when we do our second half show.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. The only thing I could even think of that would maybe fit that box would be Mother Mary, the David Lowery film.
Yes, I'm pro Lowery. Yeah.
That could be something. And more Anne Hathaway. We're always excited for Anne Hathaway. But yeah, that could be something. Even though it sounds exactly like Smile 2, but still, it could be something.
I mean, Lowery, he's pretty good. Like, even when he's doing like the Disney stuff to pay bills, like, it's still, at least there's like stuff there.
Yeah, everything he does is great, always.
So let's see. Yeah, well, that's it. That's our preview for 2026. Like I said, you'll be back in August at some point where we do the We've seen pretty much all the big stuff on our list to point, maybe, and then we'll preview the back half once we know more what that calendar looks like. I'm very excited to hear your episodes on Primate, Rip, and Send Help. Like, those are going to be fun. I know even M Night coming, but I don't know when that's coming out or what it's about. So I'm like, oh, we'll wait. That'll probably wait for August show.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, what's your next live show?
So we got the Primate live show is like any day now when this goes up, but then in February should be The Bride most likely, although haven't quite nailed that in quite yet.
That was March.
Sorry, that you're right. The Bride is March. It's Wuthering Heights is what I'm looking at for February, which I haven't quite nailed in quite yet. So that will be an interesting one. So yeah,
a movie my wife is angry about and has no interest in seeing because she likes the book.
Yeah, everyone should be angry about that movie, but still, it could be something worthwhile.
Emerald Fennell, man.
Ay.
I forgot to mention Project Hail Mary, which I want to like because it's what's their faces? The 21 Jump Street guys,
Lord and Miller.
Lord Miller.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just wish they hadn't revealed the alien. That's what drives me crazy. I wish they hadn't done that.
Yeah.
But whatever. That looks fun. I forgot to mention that. It's like a deep honorable mention. But anyway, so The Bride, that's going to be a fun show for you.
Yeah, definitely. I'm very excited for that one. So yeah, working on lining everything up for those right now, but looking forward to a lot more of those coming up.
Well, if anybody's in Vegas listening, please check out one of his live shows. It's honestly the only thing I'd want to do in Vegas at this point because everything's way too expensive.
You're totally right. And it's free parking at Maya Cinemas, so come on out.
They still allow that in
Nevada? Not many places, but yeah, there. So.
All right. And where else can the people find you?
Check me out on all the socials at Piecing Pod and Piecing It Together. You can find wherever you're listening to this fine podcast right now.
David, it's not the new year until then, and it's never a disappointment. It's one of my favorite things to do all year, and I'm already ticking down the clock till August.
All right, I'm looking forward to it too, Chauncey.
In the meantime, I'll listen to your show, and someday I'll even find a way to be on your show.
It's gonna happen. I know it.
I know. I haven't been on since Guardians 3, and I'm like, I don't know how that's possible, but that's mostly my fault because I can't go to movies. It's hard.
Jeez, that's a long time. Yeah, we're gonna make it happen soon. Definitely this year, it's happening.
All right. The problem is you're too big now, and all your big movies go to live shows.
We'll find one.
I know, man. One. Thank you as always. You have a wonderful night.
You too.
Bye.
All right, so I hope you enjoyed that conversation. Thank you to Chauncey Telese for having me on LA PODfidential to talk about some of the movies that we are excited about in 2026. Make sure you are subscribed to Piecing It Together and to LA PODfidential. You can also follow me on social media at PiecingPod and join our Facebook group, Popcorn and Puzzle Pieces, where we continue the conversation about all the movies we talk about here on the show. With that said, it's time to close us out with a piece of music, and what better way to close us out? We're talking about what we're looking forward to in 2026 than with a piece of music that is not out yet, but will probably be out in 2026. I'm going to go for a track from my upcoming album, And Other Unexplained Phenomena. And let's see, what song am I going to play? I'm going to go with the track called Attention Span. This was actually originally supposed to be on my 24 for 2024 album, but I was working on a music video for it, which is still on the way, and it wasn't ready. And the more I listened to it and kept going back and forth on it, I was like, actually, you know what? This really would fit the vibe of this And Other Unexplained Phenomena album anyway. And so at last minute, I cut it from 24 for 2024 and moved it over here and put another track onto 24 for 2024. So anyway, that's a little behind the scenes inside baseball of how the track lists kind of came together. But anyway, this song, one of the few songs, is actually 100% done for this album that has been sitting there incomplete, for going on like 3-4 years now, because I really need to get this album done, and it's going to happen this year. Will it happen before the end of 2026? I don't know, but it's going to happen this year. Anyway, this is Attention Span. Hope you enjoy it. We'll be back with more Piecing It Together real soon.
All Points West production, produced by David Rosen in Las Vegas.